You'd never guess it. Just one spoonful of tiny seeds can transform your digestion, skin, energy, and even your mood throughout the day. A few years ago, I was like most people. I thought healthy eating meant salad, plain water, and cutting out all fats. But my body still felt sluggish. I was often bloated. My memory? Foggy, like a rainy morning you just couldn't shake off. Then one day, I stumbled upon the story of the ancient Maya. They called chia seeds the food of warriors. Not because they were rare or expensive, but because just a small handful could fuel someone through days of travel in dense jungle terrain. I was curious, so I made one tiny change. Every morning, I soaked a tablespoon of chia in water, added a squeeze of lemon, a little honey, and something shifted. This video isn't just about nutrition. It's about a journey toward better health, starting with the smallest habits. You'll discover why soaking chia seeds is essential if you want to absorb their full nutrition, the right ways to use them for weight loss, energy, and gut health, and the common mistakes that turn a healthy choice into something that silently harms. So if you've ever felt tired, even though you're eating carefully, or if you're looking for one small change that leads to something bigger, then this video is for you. Let's begin with something simple. 1 spoonful of chia seeds, used the right way. 1. Why chia seeds are called a tiny superfood. The first time I saw chia seeds, I actually laughed. They looked like someone had spilled sesame crumbs in the health food aisle. How can these possibly be a superfood, I thought? They're so tiny, how much could they really do? But then I read the label more carefully. The deeper I looked, the more I was blown away. Just 1 tablespoon of chia, around 15 g, contains nearly 5 grams of fiber, enough to support digestion for hours. About 3 grams of plant-based protein, rare for a seed this small. More omega-3 ALA per gram than salmon. And minerals like calcium, magnesium, iron, and antioxidants. With 0 cooking needed. If I had to choose one food that's small in size but mighty in impact, chia would be at the top of the list. The ancient Maya used it as warrior fuel, enabling long treks through the jungle. Today, endurance athletes use chia gel to stay hydrated and energized during races, because it helps the body retain fluids and burn fuel more steadily. I remember a friend of mine, Anna, a single mom juggling 2 jobs, once told me, "I don't have time to meal prep fancy stuff, but ever since I started adding chia to my morning yogurt, I feel less bloated and way more clear-headed." Just one tiny habit, 1 spoonful, made a big difference. And that's the first lesson chia ever taught me. Small things, when done right, can shift the entire path of your health. So what about soaking? You might have heard people say, "You don't need to soak chia, just eat it dry." Well, not so fast. Because what you're about to learn might completely change how you look at a glass of water and a handful of seeds. 2. The science of soaking. Why you should never skip this step. I used to think soaking chia seeds was just a fussy extra step. Why wait 30 minutes? Just toss them in a smoothie and go, I'd tell myself. Until one morning, I felt bloated for hours. It was as if something was expanding inside my stomach. And guess what? It was. You see, chia seeds can absorb up to 10 to 12 times their weight in water. When exposed to liquid, the outer shell releases a gel-like substance called mucilage, a soluble fiber that does wonders for digestion. When you soak chia first, the gel forms outside your body, which helps make the seeds easier to digest, retain hydration in the gut longer, slowing down sugar absorption. Great for people with diabetes or those managing weight. Create a sense of fullness that curbs unnecessary snacking. I have a friend named Marcus, a long-haul truck driver. He told me he keeps a bottle of water mixed with 2 tablespoons of pre-soaked chia by his side during drives. "No coffee, no snacks, just this and a few walnuts, and I'm good for hours," he said. Lesson learned? It's not enough to eat something healthy. You have to eat it the right way. And sometimes, just 15 extra minutes of soaking can transform a good food into something truly great. Now, once your chia gel is ready, how do you actually use it? What if you want it to taste good, be convenient, and not feel boring? Picture this. A chilled smoothie from your fridge, creamy and refreshing, with chia gel that glides across your tongue like silk. In the next part, we'll explore fun and delicious ways to use chia in your drinks, from citrus tonics to energy-packed shakes. 3. Liquid gold, the best ways to add chia into your drinks. It was early morning. I stood by the window holding a glass of lemon water. Tiny chia seeds floated like little pearls, suspended in golden light. The lemon was zesty, the honey just sweet enough. The gel, smooth and soft, like silk on the tongue. It was just a drink, but it felt like a morning greeting from nature itself. That's when it clicked for me. Chia isn't just food, it's living energy in quiet form. Adding chia to drinks is one of the easiest and most powerful ways to tap into its potential. Once soaked, chia becomes not only easier to digest, but also helps your body stay hydrated longer, especially when you're physically active, mentally focused, or just trying to gently detox and reset. Here are some simple recipes I love. Classic chia fresca. 1 TBSP chia plus filtered water, plus lemon slices, plus honey, soaked 20 anti-min, citrus mint, chia tonic, fresh orange juice, plus chia gel, plus mint leaves, ice post-workout. Smoothie banana plus peanut butter plus almond milk, plus 1 TBSP chia gel. Iced chia green tea, chilled green tea, plus ginger slices, chia gel, plus a splash of agave. A friend of mine, Laura, used to be hooked on soda and felt groggy every afternoon. I suggested replacing it with orange juice plus chia gel instead. After 2 weeks, she texted, "It's wild. I'm not craving junk anymore, and I actually feel lighter and more focused." Sometimes you don't have to overhaul your entire diet. Just swap 1 drink a day and let your body do the talking. And if drinks are the easiest way to start, then breakfast is the most important moment to keep that chia habit going. In the next part, we'll look at beautiful, practical, and nourishing breakfast ideas that turn chia into your morning wellness companion. 4. Breakfast boosters, transforming your morning with chia. There's a saying I love: the way you start your morning sets the tone for the rest of your day. I used to start my days in a rush. A cold cup of coffee, a cookie grabbed on the way out the door, and then came the fatigue, a sluggish, heavy feeling that followed me for hours, like my body was working against me. Everything began to change when I made one tiny adjustment to my morning routine. I added chia seeds to breakfast. Not a complicated diet overhaul, not a pricey superfood smoothie, just simple, easy-to-make meals that helped me feel fuller, lighter, and more energized. Some of my favorite ways to enjoy chia in the morning. Overnight oats with chia. Rolled oats soaked in almond milk, plus mashed banana, plus chia left in the fridge overnight equals ready-to-go energy in the morning. Chia pancakes. Add chia gel into pancake batter for extra fiber and softness. Yogurt parfait. Layer yogurt plus fresh fruit plus chia gel. Delicious and visually beautiful. Homemade chia granola bars. Perfect for busy mornings without skipping breakfast. A colleague of mine, David, used to skip breakfast because he believed eating early makes you gain weight. I handed him a jar of overnight oats with chia, berries, and a spoonful of nut butter. A week later, he texted me, "I don't feel sleepy at 10 a.m. anymore, and the best part? I haven't needed to snack all morning." Why is chia so effective in the morning? Fiber helps stabilize blood sugar and supports digestion. Healthy fats and omega-3s keep your brain alert and focused. And best of all, chia keeps you full longer, reducing cravings for sugar or refined carbs throughout the day. One small lesson I've learned: breakfast doesn't need to be fancy, it just needs to be nourishing. And sometimes, that nourishment begins with a single spoonful of chia soaking in a quiet cup of almond milk. But what if you're vegan or trying to bake without eggs? Then chia seeds have another secret use, one that many plant-based bakers swear by. In the next section, we'll explore a clever kitchen hack where chia becomes the perfect egg substitute. 5. Baking with purpose. How vegans use chia instead of eggs. There's something I didn't expect to discover when I started learning about chia. It's not just a topping, it's a true baking ingredient. I found this out one lazy weekend afternoon while trying to bake oatmeal cookies for my niece, who has an egg allergy. I was about to give up when I saw a tiny line on a vegan baking blog. No eggs? No problem. Just use a chia egg. So what's a chia egg? Just mix, or 1 tablespoon of whole or ground chia seeds, 2.5 tablespoons of water. Stir and let it sit for 5 to 10 minutes until it forms a thick, gooey consistency, just like a raw egg. This works thanks to chia's mucilage gel, which acts as a natural binder and moisture retainer, keeping baked goods soft and intact. I tried it in my oatmeal cookie recipe, and to my surprise, the cookies came out softer, slightly chewy. The flavor was cleaner, no eggy taste. And the best part? My niece ate 3 in a row, smiling from ear to ear. Chia eggs are perfect for cookies, banana bread, muffins, brownies, pancakes. And if you compare it to flax eggs, chia has a few special advantages. Longer shelf life, less prone to rancidity. Neutral taste, won't overpower delicate recipes. And sometimes, it just makes things taste better, not just work as a substitute. The deeper truth? Being plant-based doesn't mean giving up. It means rediscovering. And in the kitchen, every ingredient has the chance to be a quiet hero if you give it one. But whether you're using chia for baking or breakfast, there's one very important question you still need to ask. How much is too much? Because even the healthiest ingredient, if misused, can cause bloating, fatigue, or worse, become counterproductive. In the next part, we'll talk about dosage, balance, and the common chia mistakes that most people don't even realize they're making. 6. How much is too much? The right dosage and common mistakes. There's a curious paradox in wellness. Sometimes, even good things, when used the wrong way, can cause harm. And chia seeds? They're no exception. I remember getting a message from my friend Emma, a passionate yoga teacher. I eat clean, drink smoothies, add chia to every meal. But lately I feel bloated and exhausted. We reviewed her daily diet together, and I was shocked to find out she was consuming almost 6 tablespoons of chia a day, split across morning smoothies, lunchtime porridge, and afternoon snack bars. So how much is just right? Most experts recommend 1 to 2 tablespoons per day, roughly 15 to 30 grams for healthy adults. That's enough to boost fiber and omega-3s, support digestion, aid gentle, sustainable weight management. The most common chia mistakes: overdoing it because more superfood equals better, can lead to bloating, indigestion, and reduced absorption of other nutrients. Not drinking enough water when eating chia. The seeds absorb liquid in your gut and can cause discomfort if not properly hydrated. Eating them dry, especially risky for children or older adults, can cause choking. Back to Emma. We cut her intake down to just 1 tablespoon of chia gel and lemon water each morning before work. A few days later, she messaged me. I feel like my body hit the reset button. No more bloating, and I still have great energy through the day. The quiet truth? It's not quantity that creates value, it's how you use it. And sometimes, less truly is more. Still, people often ask me, is chia good for everyone? Are there people who should avoid it? And the answer is, not always. Even a superfood can have exceptions, and in some cases, chia just isn't the right fit. In the next section, we'll explore who should be cautious with chia and when even 1 tablespoon might be too much. By 7. When and who should avoid chia seeds? In the world of nutrition, there's one principle I always come back to. There's no food that's good for everyone, only food that's right for you. And chia seeds? They're a perfect example. They can be a powerful superfood for one person. But for someone else, they can actually cause more harm than good. I remember a client of mine, Paul, a 65-year-old who cared deeply about his health. He watched a video about chia seeds and began eating them daily. Just a week later, he started feeling lightheaded. His heart rate dropped slightly. At first, he thought it was poor sleep, but after seeing his doctor, he learned the real cause. Chia didn't pair well with his blood pressure medication. So, who should be cautious or avoid chia seeds altogether? 1. People taking blood thinners or with low blood pressure. Chia is rich in omega-3s, which can thin the blood further, making clotting harder. It may also slightly lower blood pressure. Not ideal for those already on medications for that too. People with sensitive digestion. Chia's high fiber can cause bloating or discomfort if consumed too much, too fast, or without soaking. 3. Anyone with seed allergies rare, but chia allergies do exist, can cause itching, rashes, or more serious reactions. 4. Young children or the elderly, choking risk. Dry chia can swell in the throat if not soaked, a real hazard when eaten straight or not with enough water. I advised Paul to make a few changes. Pause chia for a little while, check with his doctor, then reintroduce it slowly, only 1 to 2 small soaked servings per week. Once his body adjusted, he continued enjoying chia safely and responsibly. The takeaway? Nutrition isn't just knowledge, it's listening to your body and respecting where you are in life. And sometimes, even the best things only work when you use them at the right time, in the right way for the right person. Still, whether you enjoy chia daily or only once in a while, there's something else worth exploring. Chia seeds aren't just eaten one way. You can eat them whole, soak them into gel, make pudding, or even grind them into powder. In the next part, we'll dive into the 4 most popular forms of chia seeds and how to choose the one that fits your health goals best. 8. Beyond smoothies, the 4 forms of chia and how to use them. When I first started using chia seeds, I only knew one way to eat them: soak them in water. But the more I explored, the more amazed I became at how versatile these little seeds really are. You don't always have to soak them, and not everyone enjoys chia gel. Everyone's body and preferences are different. And the beauty of chia is, it adapts. So, how many ways are there to enjoy chia? Let's look at the 4 most popular forms, each with its own texture, benefits, and use cases. 1. Whole chia seeds texture, slight crunch, neutral taste. How to use: sprinkle over salad, oatmeal, cereal, or yogurt. Best for those who like added texture and want a gentle fiber boost. Caution: can cause bloating if not soaked or taken with enough water. I love adding 1 tablespoon of chia to my morning oats, boosting nutrients while adding a nice little bite. 2. Chia gel. Soaked. Texture: thick, soft, easy to digest. How to use: drink straight, mix into smoothies, lemon water, or as a pudding base. Best for people with sensitive digestion, those doing a gentle detox or aiming for weight loss. Tip: pre-make a jar and store it in the fridge. Good for 3 to 5 days. A friend of mine, a personal trainer, always carries a bottle of chia gel to the gym. It keeps him hydrated and curbs post-workout cravings without needing snacks. 3. Chia pudding texture. Creamy, indulgent, like dessert. How to use: soak chia in plant milk plus natural sweetener plus fruit. Let sit overnight. Best for vegans, clean eaters, or anyone who loves light, pretty breakfasts. Tip: stir well right after soaking to prevent clumps. My go-to pudding: almond milk plus chia plus raw cacao plus sliced strawberries. It's delicious and lifts my mood every morning. 4. Chia powder ground. Texture: fine like flour, easily absorbed. How to use: mix into baking doughs, sprinkle into soups, sauces, or smoothies. Best for older adults, kids, or anyone with trouble digesting seeds. Tip: easy to hide in meals. Great for picky eaters. One client of mine grinds chia and sprinkles it over rice for her little boy. He has no idea he's eating a superfood. The lesson? Health doesn't come from one perfect formula. It comes from choosing what fits you best. And even one seed, just one, can fit into any lifestyle, any diet when you know how to use it. But no matter which form you choose, one thing remains the same. The benefits go far deeper than you'd expect. Chia doesn't just support digestion. It can improve brain clarity, weight balance, and even emotional well-being. In the next part, we'll uncover those full body benefits, along with simple tips to help you match chia to your unique wellness goals. 9. Chia for gut health, brain power, and weight loss. When I was little, my grandmother used to say, "If your stomach is healthy, your whole life will feel lighter. Only then can your mind truly be at peace." I didn't quite understand it back then, but the older I got, the more stress I faced, the busier life became, the more I realized how right she was. Strangely enough, it was a tiny seed, chia, that helped me feel that truth, little by little. Why is chia good for the brain? Chia seeds are a rich plant-based source of ALA, a type of omega-3 fatty acid that's crucial for brain health and inflammation control. While not as potent as DHA from fish, ALA still plays an important role in stabilizing mood, improving focus, reducing chronic inflammation, which is often a hidden cause of neurodegenerative issues. On busy days, just one glass of lemon water with chia in the morning helps me think more clearly, feel less anxious, and stay in flow. Chia for digestion, gentle but powerful. One of chia's greatest strengths lies in its high content of soluble fiber. Once soaked, the gel-like outer layer forms and helps soften stools and ease constipation, nourish the gut microbiome as a natural prebiotic, reduce intestinal inflammation, especially for those low in veggies or prone to bloating. I had a client named Rebecca who struggled with constipation for years. All she did was start with 1 tablespoon of chia gel every morning. 10 days later, she messaged me, "For the first time in 2 years, I feel truly light and comfortable." How does chia help with weight loss? This is what many people are curious about, and chia truly is a small but mighty ally. The fiber and gel keep you full longer, reducing the urge to snack. It has a low glycemic index, so it doesn't spike your blood sugar, reducing sweet cravings. And most importantly, it slows you down. You eat more consciously. What I find most fascinating is, chia doesn't help you lose weight in a crash diet way. Instead, it helps rebalance your internal signals. So you eat better, sleep deeper, digest easier, and naturally feel lighter, stronger. A small but powerful lesson. Weight loss isn't about cutting things out. It's about restoring balance. And chia seeds, tiny as they are, can be the first bridge between you and your body. I truly believe that health doesn't come from the perfect meal plan. It comes from small, consistent habits practiced every day. So if you're still wondering how much a tiny seed can truly change, let's listen to some real stories from real people. People who tried chia and saw beautiful changes in their everyday lives. 10. Real stories, real results. How chia changed these lives. If there's one thing that truly convinced me of chia's power, it wasn't a nutrition label or a study. It was the real faces, the real stories, and the quiet but powerful transformations I've witnessed over time. The story of Mr. Walter, 72 years old, living alone in Colorado. He had chronic digestive issues, constipation, bloating, fatigue every afternoon. After hearing me casually mention chia gel in the morning, he tried mixing 1 tablespoon with warm water and lemon. 3 weeks later, he called me, his voice bursting like a kid's. "You won't believe this. I climbed a flight of stairs yesterday without stopping, and my stomach, it feels young again." One tiny change, yet it gave him more control, better health, and confidence in aging well. The story of Marie, office manager, 38 years old. Marie struggled with postpartum weight gain. She tried detoxes, intermittent fasting, fat-burning pills, but mostly felt tired and defeated. I suggested a simple shift. Just 1 bowl of overnight oats with chia, almond milk, and berries every morning. No calorie counting, no pressure to lose weight fast. 2 months later, she told me she'd lost 6 pounds. But more importantly, she said, "I stopped dreading breakfast. I finally feel like I'm feeding my body, not punishing it." The story of Leo, a programmer with chronic insomnia. Leo often woke up at 3 a.m. and couldn't fall back asleep. He began adding chia pudding with walnuts and kiwi to dinner and cut back on caffeine. Just 10 days later, his sleep improved noticeably. "I don't wake up groggy anymore. I actually enjoy mornings again." What do these stories have in common? No one transformed their entire life overnight. But each person made one small choice, and chia became a gentle key that opened the door to a healthier life. The deepest lesson I've learned: health doesn't come from miracles. It comes from small things you choose to repeat day by day. Maybe today, for you, it's just a glass of Chia lemon water. Or a small jar of chia pudding in the fridge. Or maybe just the thought, my body deserves care. And if you've stayed with me through this entire video, then maybe you're already ready to begin your own journey. You don't have to start big. Just choose one recipe you like, one quiet moment in your day. Let the chia seed do the rest. If you found this video helpful, please consider sharing it with someone you love, especially those who want a healthier life but don't know where to begin. And don't forget to subscribe, because in upcoming videos, I'll be sharing more ways to eat slow, live well, and care for yourself, all starting from life's most beautiful, simple things. Thank you for your time. And here's to a gentle but powerful beginning to your health, starting today.